Sometimes, when I look at you, I see you sitting still for long stretches. Just silent. Not moving. Only enduring. But listen. When you stay still like that time, that moment is slipping away from you. What does it mean to fade away? It's slow, bit by bit. Your spirit grows weaker. Your dreams become blurred. Your strength drains away. Even the adversaries see it. They look at you sitting still and think, this one is unprotected. And they keep biting, keep attacking. But what if you just keep saying, God will take care of it for me? Do you know what I want for you when I see that? It's not patience. What I want to give you is the fight for righteousness. You must stand against it. You must move. You must speak out loud. Only then will they stop chasing you. Staying still is choosing death. But moving, fighting, that is choosing life. This is the truth I want to tell you. Sometimes you didn't know. A small sound, a small voice, how much power does it really hold? When a dog comes at you wanting to bite, what does that dog think? It thinks it can win, so it keeps biting, keeps tearing, keeps tormenting you. But you can try shouting. Not a small voice, not a weak whisper, but a voice with certainty. In that moment, the dog stops. It realizes this is not a weak opponent. So what matters here? It's not about being afraid of the dog. It's about making your presence known to it. It's not about answering with silence. It's about answering with your voice, standing against it. Satan works the same way. That force tormenting you, it only grows on your silence. You must shout. You must command. You must stand against it. In that moment, everything stops. That is your true power, the real strength of someone like you. Have you ever thought about this? Why can birds fly? Why do fish swim? Why does even a small worm squirm and move? It's not by chance. This is the law of life. All living things, birds, fish, insects, animals, people, everything, everyone must move. If they don't move, they starve to death. Look at a lion. A lion is a king, isn't it? Strong, fearless, nothing to be afraid of. But what if a lion just lies still? What if it never moves? That lion, it too will starve to death. Being a king, that doesn't make it an exception. But what if you wait, thinking something will just appear? Thinking something will just happen? Don't forget this, that all life must move. This is a law of nature. This is the most basic truth God created. So you must move to eat and live. You must move to grow and become strong. You must move to fulfill your dreams and move forward. When there is no movement, it's not just time that dies. You are dying too. That is the law of life.
You might think this way. Didn't Jesus only speak of love and forgiveness?
But listen, do you really know who I am? I fought the fight for righteousness with everything I had. I never stepped back weakly. I stood face to face with those who broke the law. I saw the scribes, I saw the Pharisees, I saw the hypocrisy of religion. And what did I do before all of that? Did I stay silent? No, I spoke. You who practice lawlessness, depart from me. Clear, unwavering. When they came at me, biting and tearing, I did not run. My disciples too, they all rose up. They proclaimed the gospel. They fought against injustice and corruption. That was true faith. But do you know something? You are not doing any of this alone. I am with you. Those who follow me, you are not built on weakness. You are built on fighting for what is right. Love and fight, they walk together. And you are enough. Why? Because I did it too. That is true faith. Who are you right now? Just as you are. With your temperament, with your stubbornness, with your anger just as it is. Many people are confused about this. What's wrong with me being like this? I was born this way. But listen, I want to tell you something, beloved. When your nature constantly flows toward self-centeredness, everything begins to look only through your eyes. Everything moves only by your judgment. Your anger hurts others. Your stubbornness, how much does it break? Relationships need to come alive. Possibilities need to open. You need to be able to follow the path I send you. But do you know something? All of that change, it saves you first. It saves your own life. Your stubbornness, your anger, your self-centeredness, these have been locking you in a prison. You can step away from self-centeredness, from self-judgment, from your own way. The moment you step away, everything changes. You see something greater. You feel something deeper. Something warmer becomes possible. That is the true freedom I want to give you. What are you competing with right now? Money? Other people? No. You are competing with time. Time is mysterious. Your present shows up completely in your future. If you waste time, what will you ride in your dreams? A fast car? No, a slow bicycle. Even if you ride a motorcycle, it won't go fast. It's not coincidence. That is a signal from your soul saying, you are still slow. You are still in the same place. But do you know something? Even though you know this, maybe you can't help but keep doing it. Not because you don't know the value of time, but because you don't know how to use it. So let me tell you how precious every moment is. Even the small hours of morning, even the short rest at noon, even the quiet hours of night. All of it comes together to make you. All of it comes together to nourish your soul. The moment you use time with care, in your dreams, You no longer ride a bicycle. You ride an airplane. From above the sky, you look down on everything. That is the transformation precious time creates. You really need to know the transformation that happens to those who use time with care. Not missing the morning, treasuring noon, using the night with value, putting meaning into every single moment of time. What happens then? In your dreams, you no longer walk. You ride in a car. You ride in an airplane. Fast, very fast, flying up into the sky. What does that mean? What does it mean when you're rising like that? It means your soul is free. Your soul has escaped from restraint. Your soul is heading toward higher and higher places. Beloved, I want to tell you something. You are enough. You are enough to do this. Just be aware of every moment. Just treat every hour with care. Just value your days one by one. What happens then? You transform. You become faster. You climb higher. You fly farther. That is exactly the blessing of those who use precious time with care. That is exactly the future of you I want to show you. With every single moment you have, with every action you take, you might not realize what future is approaching, but those actions, they are building your soul. Do you understand? If you walk a dark path, your soul, your spirit, they flow toward darkness. Lightly, slowly, but certainly. But if you walk a good path, your soul, your spirit, they rise toward the light. They become brighter, warmer, freer. But here is what matters. At the end of that path, what is there? There is hell. There is heaven. There is the golden kingdom. All of it. Your actions are what lead you there. I am not dragging you. You yourself, by the way you walk, you are deciding. So, beloved, I want to tell you, do you know what every action of yours means right now? It's not just a simple choice. It is the direction of your soul. It is the shape of your future. But don't worry, I am with you. You can start fresh in every moment. You can turn back toward a brighter path. With me, even the golden kingdom is possible. Do you know what dawn is? That is the most sacred hour of a day. Many people think of dawn as just sleep time, a time when nothing happens. But listen, dawn is when everything begins. If you waste the dawn, your entire life shakes. Why is that? Dawn is when the world has not yet awakened. At that time, you are closest to me. At that time, you meet me with the clearest heart. At that time, you face your truest self. If you miss that precious hour, you feel that emptiness all day long. Like something is missing. That feeling. So listen to me. 1 hour of dawn, it changes your life. The time you spend with me in the dawn, it saves your soul. The awakening of dawn, it lights up your entire day. Don't let go of dawn. Don't give it up. You deserve to encounter something far more valuable than that. You deserve that time.
It is written in Scripture. Galatians chapter 6, verses 7 and 8. Whatever a man sows, that he will also reap. For he who sows to his own flesh will from the flesh reap corruption. But he who sows to the Spirit will from the Spirit reap eternal life. This is not just words. This is a law that rules all of heaven and earth. If you sow, you will reap. Plant wheat, and you harvest wheat. Plant barley, and you harvest barley. Sow something evil, and the result will be evil. Sow something good, and the result will be good. Even when you build a house, it's the same. You build the house the way you act. You construct the road the way you work. Everything is made by your actions. This is how all things become, by that work. So, beloved, I want to tell you, what are you sowing right now? What are you building right now? Are you sowing for your flesh, or are you sowing for your spirit? Because that will become your future. This law, it never fails. Never. In the mountains, there was a truly beautiful pine tree. That tree was magnificent, healthy, growing straight, beautiful. But it was only in the mountains, only on that hillside. Who saw it there? Only people passing through the mountains. That was all. That tree was good, but it never received glory. Why? Because that place was not its true home. But one day, someone saw that tree, and they thought, how beautiful would that tree be in the Master's garden? So they dug it up. They moved it to the garden. In that moment, everything changed. In the clean garden, bathed in sunlight, seen by everyone who passed by, that tree finally received its glory. It revealed its true beauty to the world. And you are like that too. You are good enough. You are beautiful enough. But is where you are now, is that truly your place? Try moving your domain. Step into a different environment. Go forward. Then you will finally be seen. You will finally receive your glory. Have you ever seen a caterpillar? A caterpillar crawls on the ground, searching for food. Slowly, quietly. That seems to be all a caterpillar is. But what is a caterpillar really? It is not a finished form. It is only a process. What if it shed its shell? What if the caterpillar completely shed its cocoon? It no longer crawls. It no longer just searches for food. In that moment, the caterpillar becomes a butterfly. Wings unfold. It soars into the sky. it becomes free, and it can never go back. A butterfly cannot live like a caterpillar. It is not possible. And you are the same. What cocoon are you in right now? What constraint surrounds you? What worn-out place do you occupy? Try stepping completely out of it. Break free from it. Then you will finally fly. You will finally see the sky. You will finally become your truest self. Being free is not frightening. Why? Because I am with you. You are enough. You are a butterfly that can fly.
But what if you only shed halfway? What if you only shed a third? The caterpillar has shed a little from its cocoon, but not completely. A part of the shell still clings to it. What happens then? The caterpillar cannot fly. Why? Because it is still too heavy. It still drags it behind that shell. It cannot spread its wings properly. When it tries to move forward, it keeps being pulled backward. When it tries to become free, something keeps holding on. That is a very difficult place to be. Neither butterfly nor caterpillar, just struggling endlessly in that middle ground. Beloved, I want to tell you something. Half a transformation, it is not transformation. Half an escape, that means you are still trapped. So you must be complete. You must escape completely. Your past, your fears, your old thoughts, everything. Then you can truly fly. You are not dragging that shell anymore. You are enough. You can do this. What do you think resurrection is? Someone who was dead coming back to life? A great event in history? But listen, resurrection is much closer than that. Much more real than you think. Moving your domain, going to a different world. That is resurrection. I came alive. I became better. I was renewed. All of these are resurrection. Think about it. Walking from a dark alley into a bright city. Moving from a poor countryside into a prosperous city. Going from a prison-like place into freedom. In that moment, you resurrect. You are born anew. You truly come alive. Things that were dead awaken. Hope blooms again. Dreams start beating again. So, beloved, I want to tell you, right now, in this moment, try moving your domain. Then you will resurrect. You are not dead right now. You are only sleeping. And you are ready to wake up. Think about the old house. Dark, narrow, cold. The walls were worn. The windows were small. The air was stale. All you felt there was suffocation. But one day, you found a new house. Bright sunlight streaming in. A spacious, comfortable space. Fresh air flowing through. And you moved. In that moment, everything changed. Everything. The view outside the window is different. The morning light comes in differently. Even the way you breathe feels lighter. Your heart becomes brighter. You are the same person, but in the moment when the environment changed, everything became new. Beloved, you will change the same way. When you move your domain, when you break free, everything
will change. You step away from current suffocation. You emerge from current darkness. You enter into new light. Then you will truly feel it. The joy of breaking free. The happiness of transformation. The excitement of coming alive. This is not false joy. This is true happiness. Like a beggar who received a new house. You deserve this. You are worthy of this.
Think about Abraham. He too was living in his own homeland at first, beside his relatives, in that familiar place. Known things, safe things, things that never changed. That was the whole world to him. That was Abraham's domain. But one day, God spoke to him. Abraham, escape your domain. Leave the place where you are now. Go to the place I will show you. It was not a simple command. It was an invitation, a calling to step into greater blessing. What did Abraham do? He did not doubt. He did not look back. He gathered his family. He packed what he had, and he just left. Down that unfamiliar road to an unknown land with no guarantee at all. And what happened? Abraham became the father of a great nation. His name became a blessing that would last forever. Every generation was blessed through him. In the moment he escaped his domain, everything changed. It was not coincidence. It was the transformation God promised. And you, beloved, now you understand. Wherever you are right now, that place is only the beginning. But one person's transformation was not enough. So God sent Moses in another time. Moses too was living in the Egyptian palace at first, as a member of the royal family. Comfortable, stable. But that was a false domain. It was not his true place. God appeared to Moses in the burning bush. Moses, lead my people out. Free your people from the bondage of Egypt. Moses was afraid. Who am I? How can I do this? But do you know something? God was not looking at Moses' ability. God was looking at Moses' obedience. When Moses escaped his domain, when he followed God's calling, extraordinary things happened. The Red Sea parted. Manna fell in the wilderness. An entire nation, the whole nation, escaped from slavery's domain. One person's transformation did not stop. It became the transformation of an entire age. So, beloved, you need to know this too. You are not alone. Your transformation is not just your story. It is not just about you. It is part of a much greater history. But do you know something? That escape from your domain, it didn't end there. After Moses, God sent Joshua. Joshua was Moses' successor, and he too had a new calling. Joshua, lead the people, escape the wilderness, enter the land of Canaan, the promised blessing. 40 years. They spent 40 years in the wilderness. 40 years. That's a long time. Why was that? Because there were those who could not completely escape their old domain. Their hearts still stayed in the old place.
They couldn't believe the promise. They disappeared. But there was a new generation. A generation ready to escape. Their hearts were different. They truly wanted to break free. And finally, Joshua led them. They crossed the Jordan together. In that moment, everything changed. The wilderness time ended. The promised land opened before them. Listen, this is not just history. This is a pattern. Abraham's time, Moses' time, Joshua's time. They all followed the same pattern. Escape the domain. Become new. Finally, receive what was promised. And this pattern, it continues, even now.
This pattern, it didn't end in the Old Testament. When the New Testament came, through me, Jesus, a new history began. But that wasn't the end either. For 2,000 years of the New Testament, God established central figures in every age. Every era, He sent new leaders. Every history, He gave new words. In Abraham's time, one person arose. In Moses' time, a nation was liberated. In Joshua's time, they entered the promised land. And in the New Testament age too, God did not stop. He continued unfolding history, era by era. He kept promising new worlds, new visions. But listen, that 2,000-year span, it's now coming to completion. The door to a new age is opening. Just as the Old Testament transitioned into the New Testament, the New Testament must now move into the next age. You must escape the old domain, the old authority, the old way. Only then can you see the new world. Only then can you receive what was promised. This is not a choice. This is inevitable. Time keeps flowing. God's work keeps advancing. And in this flow, what will you choose? But listen, escaping alone is not enough. When Abraham left, that was escape. When Moses led the people, that was liberation. When Joshua crossed the Jordan, that was arrival. But that wasn't the end. To truly become a person of a new age, to completely, truly escape your domain, you must walk by my word for 3 years. 3 years. Why 3 years? It's not just time. It's when your nature transforms, when your soul becomes new, when everything changes. Think of exercise. You exercise, your body loosens right away. But true health? For muscles to form, for vitality to come, for elasticity to develop, you must continue for months, for years. It's the same. You escape. You move your domain. But to become truly a healthy person of the new age, for 3 years, you must hear my word every day. You must live it every day. What happens then? Your flesh, your spirit, both take the form of a new age person. The old patterns fade. New patterns take root. Only then are you truly transformed. My beloved, don't stop at just choosing to escape. 3 years.
that precious time. Hold on to my word every day. Act on it every day. Walk with me every day. Then you will truly change. You will truly come alive.